G'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got another NBA discussion video to bring with you guys. This time I'm actually going to be talking about why I believe Isaac Okoro is the perfect fit for the Cleveland Cavaliers and why he was a great pick. But before I get started with the video, I just wanted to say we've got the face cam back. We're bringing it going. We've got the Cavs hat going. We've also got another Cavs hat right there in the backdrop and a LeBron James poster, in his first stint with the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's looking pretty nice, but of course, let's get straight into it. So, in my opinion, Isaac Okoro, I definitely wasn't, I kind of expected the Cavaliers to potentially drafted him, but at pick number 4 to the Chicago Bulls, I honestly thought that Denny Avdija was going to be taken at that pick, and then the Cavaliers would be forced to, kind of take Isaac Okoro with the 5th pick. Well, that didn't actually end up happening with the Chicago Bulls. I believe it was Patrick Williams. I think they drafted a pick 4. I could be wrong, but I believe he was actually ranked like pick 10 to 15. So they took a massive reach with that pick. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if he's going to be any good or not. I don't think he's actually started a game at all with Florida. I think he played with, but again, I think he averaged like around 9 points per game. So it did kind of make me laugh that the Chicago Bulls reached quite a bit to get him to the team. I have no idea why. Honestly, if you're building a team for Zach LaVine, you would honestly probably take best available, right? So I kind of thought them taking best available, they would have gone out and maybe got Denny, Avdija, I think it's Avdija, is how you say it, or maybe even Isaac Okoro to be that really nice small forward to help out with Zach LaVine, the defense that he could bring and all of that type of stuff. Again, that's what the Chicago Bulls desperately need, was the defense, and maybe even a playmaker, so that's why I thought Denny Avdija or Isaac Okoro would have actually been perfect for them. But they ended up actually selecting Patrick Williams with the 4th pick to kind of partner up with Zach LaVine, and I just find that to be extremely odd by the Chicago Bulls. Like, it was kind of a weird pick. He is a small forward that I believe can also play power forward, and I think he's pretty good defensively as well. So he kind of does fit into that. But where I'm going with this is actually, considering they didn't draft him, I kind of thought the Cleveland Cavaliers were going to take Denny Avdija with that pick number 5, considering it was reportedly they were so high on him. And when I heard the Cleveland Cavaliers select Isaac Okoro, I was kind of, I remember the first reaction was I actually put my hand on my head in my hands like this, because I didn't know how to think about it. At first I was kind of hesitant on, I thought it was a really good pick, but I kind of thought we may have missed a chance on getting Denny Avdija to the team. But now that I kind of, took a second to actually think about it, Isaac Okoro is exactly what the Cleveland Cavaliers need. I mean, exactly what they need. The Cavaliers, 2 of the most things they struggled at this season was the lack of depth at small forward. They had Cedi Osman starting that small forward the whole season, with players like Kevin Porter Jr. playing backup small forward, and even Dante Exum was thrown there just because of the lack of depth that the Cleveland Cavaliers had at small forward. And if you notice, all 3 of those players that I said, Cedi Osman is a pretty decent perimeter defender, but he's just average at defense in the small forward position in total. Dante Exum should not be guarding the small forward position, and Kevin Porter Jr. is probably too small to be guarding that small forward position. The defense was very lacking there, and again, not just the defense of small forward, but the defense for the team was just not doing too well at all. I mean, Colin Sexton and Darius Garland, you're already going to have defensive issues there, with both of them being undersized really. Cedi Osman's a good perimeter defender, but he just can't guard players like LeBron James, etc. Kevin Love is not a good defender, and Tristan Thompson was an underheight center who is a good defender, but he had to carry so much load, it ended up looking like he was not exactly that great. Then the Cavaliers went out and they got Andre Drummond, who is a pretty decent interior defender, and they ended up, getting a lot of help there. And now they've brought in Isaac Okoro, who will make a huge effort defensively for the Cavaliers. Their defense has grown quite a bit getting this guy. Yes, he might not be as good as a start because he's only going to be 19 years old, I do believe, when he makes his Cavaliers potential debut. But again, he definitely will lift the intensity on defense for the Cleveland Cavaliers and will definitely add much needed depth to that small forward position. Now, the question is, will he start, and was he the perfect player that they could have picked? Honestly, I do believe he will start, even though JD Osman's a lot older and is probably a little bit better than him right now. I expect Okoro to be added into that starting 5 just because of his defense, and his efforts on that will probably get him the nod there. While was he the best pick? 100% he was. I believe that Avdia has a lot of risks and is not terrific defensively. He is a very good player, but right now, again, we don't know how he's going to go. His defense is a little bit of a concern. While if we look at Obi Toppin, who a lot of people wanted the Cavs to select as well, he is not good defensively really at all either. Look, he is, I would say, one of the steals in the draft, if not the steal in the draft, and I will be making a separate video on that because of how good offensively he is. Very athletic, can shoot threes, can do all of that type of stuff. Just defensively, he has a lot to learn and a lot to grow on. So the Cavaliers did decide to take who I believe is the best defender in the draft. I know a lot of people agree with me on that. I think it is pretty much confirmed he probably was the best defender in the draft so far. He's just he lacks a lot of offense, but if the Cavaliers are looking at a starting 5 of Darius Garland, Colin Sexton, Isaac Okoro, potentially Kevin Love and Drummond, do they really need any more offense? Look, if he can develop a 3-point jumper, then I do feel like Okoro is going to definitely improve a lot more as a player. But for the time being, he is going to be a very good help defensively for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he adds much needed depth to that small forward position, and I would assume would most likely start at small forward as well. So, again, great player to pick up by the Cleveland Cavaliers. He can guard point guard, he can guard shooting guard, he can guard small forward, and when he gets switched on power forward / centers, it's usually not too much of a problem. He could definitely hold his own against them as well, even if he may be undersized against those two positions. But if he gets switched onto them on a certain play or something goes wrong, he can definitely hold his own. And again, that's why I believe he is potentially the perfect fit for the Cleveland Cavaliers and was the right pick for them to make. But again, I would really like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this in the comment section down below. Did you guys like this draft pick by the Cleveland Cavaliers? Did you guys think it was bad? Did you guys think it was good? Should they have taken Denny Avdia or Obi Toppin, or was Isaac Okoro the right pick by the Cleveland Cavaliers? Again, I definitely would really like to know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. But of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the sports related content and sports related news, of course. Don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel and my IRL/long channels down below. Links for them will be in the description down below. And again, as I was saying, to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.